Subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get all notification.
Hello students. Now let's start with the next phylum of animal kingdom, that is phylum Chordata. तो अभी हम बात करते हैं इसी phylum Chordata की. So in this phylum we will discuss the important characteristics and then we discuss the classification also. So before starting the classification, first of all let's discuss the important characteristic features of this phylum Chordata. कुछ important characteristics हैं जो इस फाइलम के सभी एनिमल्स के अंदर उनकी लाइफ में कभी ना कभी एट एनी लाइफ स्टेज ऑफ देयर लाइफ इट शुड बी प्रेजेंट देयर. सो लेट्स डिस्कस दिस इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर ऑफ द फाइलम Chordata. द फर्स्ट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ अ नोटोकॉर्ड. फर्स्ट थिंग दैट इज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ अ नोटोकॉर्ड. Next we can say that is a paired pharyngeal gill slits. Paired pharyngeal gill slits should be there. It should be present into these animals. And the third is a dorsal hollow nerve cord. A dorsal hollow nerve cord should be there. Now what does it means? In characteristics का क्या मतलब है? That is the presence of a notochord. Notochord is a rod-like structure which is mesodermal in origin. एक structure होती है जो dorsal surface पे present होती है. Like this is our ventral surface and the back side it's a dorsal surface. So dorsal surface में notochord present होनी जरूरी है. And this notochord is later on it will be converted into the vertebral column in the case of vertebrates. So this is an important structure that should be present in all the chordates. Second, that is the paired pharyngeal gill slits. So gill slits should be there, so they can be help in the respiration. And the third is a dorsal hollow nerve cord. Nerve cord, this structure, this hollow nerve cord, एक nerve cord like structure, like in the diagram also you can say that this dorsal hollow nerve cord, this nerve cord later on will convert into the nervous system. जो नर्वस सिस्टम बनता है वो इसी होलो स्ट्रक्चर से ही फॉर्म होगा. आगे जाके जो फ्रंट का होलो पार्ट है दैट विल स्वेलो हो जाएगा एंड इट विल कन्वर्ट इनटू द ब्रेन. एंड बाकी का जो पार्ट है वो भी नर्वस सिस्टम का इसी नर्व कोड से बनता है. तो ये कुछ स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं जो हर एक एनिमल में प्रेजेंट होती हैं into their lives or stages of their life. At any stage it could be present. इसके अलावा the post anal tail could be present. If it is present then it could be present their life. So that is also a feature that we can include. Besides these features, हमने ये important features यहाँ पे discuss किए हैं. इसके अलावा जो chordates का important characteristics feature that is a common characteristics जो हम कह सकते हैं they all are triploblastic. All chordates are triploblastic and they have bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry is there. They are bilateral symmetrical cilomate and they have organ system level of organization. Organ system यहाँ पे level का organization present रहेगा. And they have a post-anal tail also. Post-anal tail will be present there. And closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system will be present. Closed circulatory system present होगा. Respiratory organs present होंगे like gills or lungs could be present there. And the endocrine system will be there. So ये कुछ important characteristics feature हैं जो हम यहाँ पे बात कर रहे हैं जो है phylum Chordata की characteristics features. Now let's discuss the classification of phylum Chordata. The phylum Chordata is divided into the phylum Chordata is divided into the three subphylums. Three subphylum में इसे divide किया गया है. The first is Urochordate, second Cephalochordate and third is the vertebrate. So first हम यहाँ लिखेंगे Urochordata. Second is Cephalochordata and the third one is Vertebrata. और वर्टिब्रेट भी हम बोल सकते हैं, वर्टिब्रेटा और वर्टिब्रेट्स. So these are the three subphylums of the phylum Chordate. Now let's come on to this first subphylum, that is Urochordate. This Urochordata, these are the animals in which the notochord is present in their tail region at the larval stage. So यहाँ पे हमने अभी देखा ना कि नोटोकोड की प्रेजेंस जरूरी है. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि नोटोकोड तो प्रेजेंट होनी चाहिए इन एनी स्टेजेस ऑफ देयर लाइफ. जो हमने कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स देखी थी वो स्ट्रक्चर्स वहां पे प्रेजेंट है, बट कुछ उनकी प्रेजेंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो इन दीज ऑर्गेनिज्म, इन दीज एनिमल्स, the notochord is present, and this notochord is present only during their larval stage. Notochord is in tail region में नोटोकोड होती है इन लार्वा, सिर्फ लार्वा स्टेज के अंदर. यहाँ पे सिर्फ टेल रीजन में नोटोकोड होती है. जब ये लार्वा एडल्ट में कन्वर्ट होते हैं थ्रू देयर डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस, थ्रू देयर मेटामॉर्फोसिस, देन दिस टेल गेट लॉस्ट. अब टेल जब लॉस्ट हो गई है तो एडल्ट के अंदर टेल ही नहीं प्रेजेंट. टेल प्रेजेंट नहीं होगी तो नोटोकोड भी प्रेजेंट नहीं होगी. सो वी कैन से दैट इन एडल्ट्स no tail, they do not have tail भी प्रेजेंट नहीं होगी, and they do not have नोटोकोड, ना ही नोटोकोड प्रेजेंट होगी, क्योंकि नोटोकोड सिर्फ प्रेजेंट है इनकी लार्वल स्टेज के अंदर. एंड जब लार्वा से एडल्ट कन्वर्ट हो रहा है तो टेल लॉस्ट हो जाती है एंड नोटोकोड भी लॉस्ट हो जाती है. इस तरीके की डेवलपमेंट को या इस तरीके की मेटामॉर्फोसिस को हम बोलते हैं रेट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस. रेट्रोग्रेसिव मींस कि यहाँ पे कुछ डेवलप नहीं हो रहा. यहाँ पे लार्वा से जब एडल्ट में कन्वर्ट होता है तो लार्वा की जो कुछ डेवलप्ड पार्ट है या कुछ ऑर्गन्स हैं, जो बॉडी पार्ट्स हैं, दे गेट लॉस्ट, वो लॉस्ट हो रहे हैं. इस तरीके की डेवलपमेंट को बोलते हैं रेट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस. हम इसके बारे में और डिटेल में भी देखेंगे. सो दे विल शो रेट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस इन व्हिच द टेल गेट लॉस्ट इनटू द एडल्ट्स, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस नोटोकोड आल्सो गेट लॉस्ट. तो नोटोकोड भी लॉस्ट हो जाती है. सो दिस इज अबाउट दिस means we can say in these urochordates. ये urochordate का कैरेक्टर है, and the example of urochordate is the Herdmania. Herdmania is the example in which we can say that this notochord is not present at their adult stage. Next subphylum is the Cephalochordata. Cephalochordata is the subphylum in which the notochord is present from anterior to posterior region throughout their life, and it persists throughout their life. So we can say that notochord is present, and it's present from anterior to posterior region. Anterior to posterior region तक present होती है, and it persists throughout their life. पूरी life में notochord present रहती है into the cephalochordate. And the example of cephalochordate is Amphioxus. Amphioxus is the example. So notochord यहाँ पे present है और notochord पूरी life में ही present रह रही है. Now let's come on to the third subphylum, that is Vertebrata. Vertebrata is the subphylum in which the notochord get replaced by a structure which is known as vertebral column. तो यहाँ पे notochord present नहीं है. Notochord get replaced. Notochord is replaced by वर्टिब्रल कॉलम. यहाँ पे एडल्ट के अंदर एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेज में नोटोकोड प्रेजेंट है, बट लेटर ऑन एज इट डेवलप्स इट कन्वर्ट और इट्स रिप्लेस्ड बाय वर्टिब्रल कॉलम के अंदर रिप्लेस हो जाती है. सो दिस इज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर ऑफ दिस वर्टिब्रेट्स, that notochord is just present in the early stage, later on it get replaced into the vertebral column. और इसी vertebral column में हम बोल सकते हैं कि जो हमारी रीढ़ की हड्डी होती है that it is present, that is the structure which is present in this vertebral column. So this is about these vertebrates, and here we discuss the urochordate and cephalochordate. These urochordate and cephalochordates, they are together known as protochordata. इन दोनों को हम इकट्ठे urochordate और cephalochordate, यहाँ हम लिखते हैं these urochordate and the cephalochordate. They are together known as protochordate. इन्हें एक साथ protochordate भी बोलते हैं. आपको पता हमने इन प्रीवियस वीडियो में पढ़ा है हेमिकोडेटा के बारे में। द हेमिकोडेटा इज आल्सो इंक्लूडेड हियर with this cephalochordata and urochordata. So urochordata, cephalochordata and hemichordata, these are the part of these protochordates. हेमिकोडेट को यहीं पे पहले इंक्लूड किया गया था, बट अब उसे यहाँ से रिप्लेस करके नॉन कॉर्डेट्स में हमने इंक्लूड किया हुआ है. दैट इज अ सेपरेट फाइलम इन द नॉन कॉर्डेट्स. So this is the urochordata and they are known as protochordata. इसका एक और नाम भी है. These urochordata and cephalochordata are also known as acraniata. They are also known as acraniata. Acraniata, जहाँ पे craniate जो वर्ड आया है that comes from the cranium. क्रेनियम से आया है. क्रेनियम मीन्स ब्रेन बॉक्स, यानी कि वो स्ट्रक्चर जो ब्रेन को प्रोटेक्शन दे रही है. दिस इज अ ब्रेन बॉक्स. सो एक्रेनिएटा मीन्स दे डू नॉट हैव ब्रेन बॉक्स. इनके अंदर ब्रेन बॉक्स प्रेजेंट नहीं है. दे डू नॉट हैव ब्रेन बॉक्स. That's why they are known as acraniata. Whereas the vertebrates, these vertebrates are known as craniata. They are known as craniata because they have brain box and brain is protected inside the brain box. That's why they are known as craniata. So here let's see what we have discussed so far. We discussed the characteristic feature of the chordates, that they should have a dorsal hollow nerve codes, they should have a notochord, they should have a paired pharyngeal gill should be there. After all, we discussed the classification of the chordates. These chordates are divided into the three subphylums. The first is urochordata, second cephalochordata, and third is the vertebrata. Urochordata are the animals in which the notochord is found only in their larval stage and in the tail region. Larva के tail region में ही सिर्फ notochord present होती है. But as they convert into the adult, as they develop into the adult, tail get lost. Tail lost हो जाएगी, साथ में notochord भी lost हो जाएगी. Example of these type of animals are the Herdmania. Second, cephalochordata, in which the notochord is present from anterior to posterior tail or anterior to posterior part throughout their life. पूरी लाइफ में प्रेजेंट है notochord. So this is cephalochordate. But in the case of vertebrata, the notochord is replaced by the vertebral column. Vertebral columns are replaced हो जाएंगी, and these urochordata and cephalochordatas are combinedly known as protochordata, or they can be known as acraniata because they do not have a brain box. Acraniata means they do not have brain box. तो इनमें brain box present नहीं होता. No brain box. That's why they are known as acraniata. Whereas the vertebrates are known as craniata because they have brain box. इनके अंदर brain box present होता है, इसलिए इन्हें बोलते हैं हम craniata. Now let's discuss the classification of these vertebrates. Let's see the classification of vertebrata. This subphylum vertebrata is further divided into the divisions. इसका further divisions में classification किया गया है. The divisions in which the vertebrata subphylum is divided is two. There are the two subdivisions, or there are the two divisions, sorry, in which the vertebrata is divided. The first is Agnatha or Anatha or Gnathostomata, also we can say Gnathostomata, and the another one is Gnathostomata. So this classification is done on the basis of their jaw. If they bear jaw, then they are known as Gnathostomata. If they bear jaw, then they are Gnathostomata. And if they lack jaw, the jaws bones are not present, then they are considered as Gnathostomata. They lack jaw. This is means we can say this is the division. Gnathostomata is further divided into the class, and they have only one class, that is Cyclostomata. Cyclostomata. So this is the one class of this division, Gnathostomata. Cyclostomata. We will discuss about the Cyclostomata in more detail also. This Gnathostomata division is further divided into the two superclasses, and this division is done on the basis of their locomotor structure. If they have limbs, then they are known as tetrapoda. If limbs are not present, they have fins, then they are known as physis. So we have two superclasses, that one is the Pisces in which the fins are present, they have fins, whereas the another one is the Tetrapoda. Tetrapoda, they have limbs as in locomotory structure. The limbs bearing, these are the limbs bearing animals, and here in Pisces the fins are present and they are aquatic. They are aquatic, ये aquatic होंगे, and we can say that they have gills as in respiratory structure, और gills भी present होंगे. Whereas in the case of these tetrapodas, we can say that these are the terrestrial animals. They have lungs and they have limbs for the locomotion. So now these Pisces, this superclass Pisces is further divided into the two classes. So the classes of this Pisces superclass is, first is Chondrichthyes and another one is Osteothryx. Osteothryx. So these are the two classes of these superclass Pisces, and then Chondrichthyes, these are the fishes which have cartilaginous skeleton. They are also known as cartilaginous fishes, whereas Osteothryx are the fishes which have the bony skeleton. So these are the two classes of the Pisces. Now let's come on to the Tetrapoda. This Tetrapoda superclass is further divided into the four classes. They have four classes. As we know that they have limbs and they are terrestrial organism and they have lungs for the respiration. So here the four classes are Amphibia, then Reptilia, third Apes, and the fourth is Mammals. So these are the four classes of the superclass Tetrapoda. So here we discuss the complete classification of these chordates. As you know that chordates is divided into the three subphylum, that is Urochordates, Cephalochordates and Vertebrates. Vertebrates is further divided into the different divisions. Division के divide किया गया है on the basis of their jaw. If they bear jaw, then they are known as Ornithostomata. If they do not have jaw, then they are known as Ornithostomata. And if they bear jaw, then they are known as Nithostomata. This Nithostomata, sorry, पहले इसको देखते हैं. This Ornithostomata is further has only one class. इसकी सिर्फ एक ही class है, that is Cyclostomata. Whereas the Nithostomata is further divided into the two superclasses, that is Pisces and Tetrapoda. This classification is done on the basis of their locomotory structure. If they have fins, then they are included into the Pisces, and if they bear limbs, then they are divided or they are classified into the Tetrapoda. These superclasses further divided into the classes. This Pisces has two classes, Chondrichthyes and Osteothryx. Chondrichthyes are the fishes which have cartilaginous endoskeleton, or cartilaginous fishes are included here, whereas in the Osteothryx the bony fishes are included. Whereas in the Tetrapoda the four classes are there. First is the Amphibia, second Reptilia, third Apes, in which we include the birds. So we can say birds also. Amphibia, Reptilia, birds and mammals. So these are the classes of Tetrapoda. So here the complete classification is done. Now in the next video we will discuss about the characteristics of these Urochordate and Cephalochordate. So keep watching, keep studying and keep